His deck has a very simple purpose, and that purpose is to put Deathwing Dragonlord onto the board as early as possible, and then go face and kill your opponent. So what deck am I playing today? I'm playing Beardyman's Pirate Rogue with Deathwing Dragonlord. Now, at the start of the Descent of Dragons expansion, a number of streamers and wild players were experimenting with this kind of deck, a rogue deck with a Deathwing Dragonlord. Beardyman was able to take those decks and perfect everything to result in this version of the deck that is a tad more aggressive in terms of your lower cost pirates. And he's had a 67% win rate whilst testing this deck, which in itself, if you think about it, is actually amazing. That's even before he got to the finished product. Now, I'd like to throw out a big thank you to Joe Simpson, a friend of Beardyman's, who helped to test this deck, put a lot of hard work into refining the deck, testing it till we got to the final form of the deck. So Joe, thank you. You, sir, are an absolute legend for helping to contribute to the awesomeness that is this deck and for your service to the wild mode community. Now, Beardyman has said to me that the hardest part about playing the deck is knowing which matchups to mulligan for pirates in and when you mulligan for the Deathwing combo, okay? So there's a bit of skill needed there at the start in anticipating what it is you are facing and how to move forward.
None can escape my
So I'm going into this with no experience at all of playing this deck. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing, but I'm going to make the decision here to mulligan for pirates. Now, mistake number one, should I have kept the South Sea Captain? My assumption was that I keep the captain and I will find a one-cost pirate and I could play that and then coin out the captain, or just play the captain on 3 because maybe on 2 I'd have found another pirate. Anyway, turns out no one-cost pirate in our hand. We're pretty sad.
Happy feast of Wintervale.
It's a priest, and I'm thinking big priest, because he's not doing anything. Usually when they just sit there and do nothing for it. Oh no, he ends the turn. From experience, it's usually big priest that takes the sweet time on those first few turns, even though they're doing nothing. But this guy is a little bit more active, obviously. But he hasn't played anything, which makes me think it's Big Priest. So, tempo ship's cannon there. Hoping I'll get a one-cost pirate next turn. And then I can play it. And then coin out the captain. If that doesn't happen, I can just play the captain. And patches will come out. But it's a Dragon Priest. And that is an apothecary. Screw the captain, screw the pirates. We just play that. And we get Deathwing Dragonlord. Now I don't blame him if he takes his sweet time figuring out the turn, because he's probably thinking, what the hell has just happened? So our priority now is to kill off the apothecary as soon as possible, or to proc the death rattle via Necrian Blade.
Amazing.
And by the way, it's worth noting, yes, I have a ship's cannon on the board, but I'm ignoring it. My obsession now is to get Deathwing onto the board. Whether that is the correct play or not, maybe the correct play next turn is to play the captain, is to get patches out, is to get the 2 damage shots from the cannon out. But screw correct plays. Honestly. See, I could cannon, swashbuckler and patches all at the same time and get 3 shots from the cannon. But screw that.
Justice is mine.
We just want to do this. So, Beardyman, if you're watching, what was the correct play on that turn? Was the correct play to play the captain, the swashbuckler, and get the patches out, get the shots from the cannon? Or was it correct to put Deathwing Dragonlord down onto the board?
I wield the power of Blackwind.
So, he's trying to build a board here. But it's going to be too late. Because we're going to play the Miscreant. And you know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a taunt. But we are not going to taunt Deathwing. We're going to taunt a useless minion. Because we are protecting our Deathwing at all costs. So we want to go face again next turn for 12. And Secret Agent coming through is not going to help you. Really not going to help you. You have 1 mana.
It is finished.
Yeah. It's over.
Versus Uther.
Okay, Paladin time.
I will fight with honor.
So here,
None can escape
I guess I
my
really
fury.
do want pirates, right, to contest early aggression from the Paladin, because it is a Paladin, and thus it's going to be the mech buff Paladin for sure. Now we do have the Apothecary in hand, so hopefully we can get that played shortly. But in the meantime, he's gathering resources, and we know what's going to be coming soon. He's going to buff his mechs, discount them, and play a load of them. So I'm trying to maximise board presence here in preparation for his upcoming turns.
Accidents.
But I have a feeling that we are soon to be outvalued.
Justice is
Now you see, I could have played the backstab and the miscreant, but I'm saving the backstab for the apothecary. Because now I'm thinking that if he's going to play big mechs that are magnetized, buffed, that my only hope now of winning is to get Deathwing onto the board. My other hope is the Volspine. But look at this. Wind Fury Rush. That's disgusting, honestly. It's absolutely disgusting. Stop playing stuff, for God's sake. Okay. What do we backstab? I guess the Mech Warper is the most threatening thing. So there he is. There's the Deathwing. Unfortunately, that Wind Fury minion is still on the board. And whilst we can put down Deathwing next turn by trading the Apothecary in, I don't know if Deathwing is going to be enough to save me. Because that is just absolutely sickening. That is more broken than summoning Deathwing onto the board on turn 4, for example. Or turn 5. That is just sickening. So I have one potential hope here. In the previous game, I found a taunt. And we get it. But this time, we have to taunt Deathwing. It's 14 health. So in theory, Deathwing eats up both minions. And maybe with the cannon and the pirates, we start to get a chance of making a comeback and taking back the board. Maybe. However, what are the chances that he buffs up? Of course. Of course. Now, it may sound like I'm salty here, but I'm not. I understand it's wild mode. And these things happen. Particularly with Mech Buff Paladin. That's just how it is. But I think you've got enough of a taste of this deck to be able to see that it is incredibly effective and you can win games very, very quickly with it. In fact, Beardyman has given me some stats. He has a 100% win rate against Pirate Warrior with this deck, a 100% win rate against Mech Rogue, and a 66% win rate against Mech Paladin. So clearly, Mech Paladin is a tougher matchup for the deck, but then Mech Paladin is a tough matchup for most decks that are out there, because their ability to magnetize and buff up mechs very, very quickly and just steamroll you is really hard to combat and fight against. So if Beardyman has a 66% win rate against Mech Paladin, quite frankly, that is very, very impressive. But I think it all comes down to the mulligan and knowing what to mulligan and how to mulligan. So if you guys do have any questions about this deck and how it works, please leave your questions in the comments section below, and Beardyman will get back to you very promptly. And yeah, thanks very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please subscribe, and I will see you guys all again very soon for more Wild Mode fun.